There you go. How are we doing? I hope you're doing great and wonderful. So my camera down right now, and my buttons are all mixed up because I had to pull out the cable for this one, put it into this one, hopefully position things right, and there we go. And then Amazon said, hey, we got you covered. We'll deliver this between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. And I'm like, perfect. I'll even change it on the fly while I'm here if need be. And then they said, oh, you can't see. We're sorry for the delay. Where are you? And I had to pay extra. I didn't have to pay extra. I had to order more things to get it delivered on time. Because you got to meet the threshold. So I thought, I'm going to buy all this other stuff real quick just because I don't need it, but oh my goodness. But there we go. Things happen. But yes, I think it's been quite laborsome. By the way, in the chat, how does my audio sound? Does it sound okay? Hey Linda, I see you're all chatting with one another, so that's good. Sorry for the delay. I just realized, oh, I'm going to take this cable off from here to over here. And now you can't see it, but there's a cable in my view. Great to have you here, Judith, as well. Jen said, hey, Mary already. Hey, Linda, great to have you here. You're just chatting with one another, so... Yes, there I am. Hey, Angela, great to have you here. Yeah, but I paid extra, or more. I'm hoping I get it so we can play around live maybe at the end. Sounds good. Okay. Does it sound different at all? Hey, Kim. Oh, that's good. While I was trying to fix things. So. Look at this. You ready? You ready? Is that magic? Is that magic? No mic. So while we're here, we can test.
How does that sound? Pretty good.
How does that sound? Pretty good.
Pretty good, pretty good,
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
So there we go. Who needs a mic anymore? Who needs a mic? But the quality, does it sound okay? Magic. Just like this. So, we don't need a mic anymore. I'm only kidding. We do need a mic. Just not this one. Because now I'm on this one. So 1, 2, 3. And now I'm on a different one. So I've got a mic right here. Do you hear that? So it's out of view. It's about this far away from me. And it's called a shotgun mic. So I treated myself. But whilst treating myself, I broke my cable. So what can you do? So I thought I'd play around. So Maybe do the power talks on this mic, and then even like the intro, and then when you can kind of switch to the hypnosis and get up close onto this one. So we can just go speaking to you, the unconscious mind. Interesting. So now we're speaking on this one. Someone made a comment on a short of mine, and I said, "This is distracting." Which I can get it. I mean, I don't usually have it this high, to be honest. I have it down here. But now I figured I'm going to put it all in view when I do my hypnosis and speak right into the microphone here for when I'm doing the hypnosis. And then go back to this mic. So we'll do this power talk on the new mic. You can get longer ones. This one is about this big. I researched, you don't need, the long one doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get better sound. Because I thought it would do, because it has like more tech in it, I'd have thought. But then I did my research at the weekend and found this one. But usually it'll be like with a boom. What was the second word of that? Like a boom hand or something? You know, in the movies? Think of those. That's what it is. But Amazon, where are you? Sorry, we're still late. Okay. So I feel a little bit naked without this here. Huh. No, I think it was because this does kind of get in the way. It does look a little bit funny, doesn't it, really? Because people don't understand what it is. And because it was a short, they were like, what's that floating circle thing? Yeah, they are. But I like to listen to feedback and go, okay, well, how can we improve the stream? So I'm going to test this out. Before we kick off the stream, because we're running, we should be starting about now, but before we kick off the stream, check out the app, because we've got new confidence at work, fasting, gut healing, the I am love, I am late, special hypnosis, and life is fun. All in day sleep, 4-hour sleep, and meditation. New tracks for the month. Yes, and also it's got, I don't want to put it off, but it's got the foam thing, which does it. So these work, if you want to know, with the shotgun mics. It's direct into it, so the capture is very small. They've got like these two little kind of mics here, and it kind of catches the audio and then deletes everything out from the side and the back. Whereas this one here is more wider, so it can catch more sound. At the back it won't catch much sound. but it kind of captures a wider space, which is really good for the hypnosis and doing obviously episodes. But I've always been thinking about getting a shotgun mic. I actually purchased 2 in the past, but one was too cheap. That was back in the day when I was moving my voice, so I brought 2. One pointing this direction, one pointing this direction, and then I could like speak over here and it'll go into a left ear, but then I found tech to be able to manipulate it. And then the other one I purchased, I didn't like the quality, so I just invested more in this one, and I think it's pretty good. Yes, why not? Life is fun. And this one was actually requested, so it was good to research that one. So let's test it out. Let's test. Look at my watch glowing in over there. Had a funny little. There. Did you catch that? Bouncing off the sun. But no funny camera movements today. We're stuck. See, it's gone. I can't do any of this stuff. The camera is down. That's pretty cool though. Welcome to the void. Welcome to the void. Do not change your channel. Everything is normal. You're now about to enter. That was a bit like the whatever show it was. Or we could have done this one. Do not change your channel. There's nothing wrong. You are now entering the Twilight Zone. Wow. See, we can still have fun, can't we? Yes. This came to me, this one. So, on my hike. So that's pretty cool. I think so, right? There's a good podcast science one called Going Into the Impossible, which I really like the name of. But we're welcome to the void. I was trying to do the Twilight, but I couldn't remember the original intro. Oh no! You can zoom forward, but you might be in the past. That's it. The Twilight Zone, that's what I was after. Yeah. Well, I thought it was the Twilight Zone. Maybe it was the Outer Limits.
Maybe.
Maybe. Who knows? So if I get closer to this mic, that's how close it is. It's a pity I got wires going over the screen, but we'll make do for today.
I wonder if we could do hypnosis on this one too. Like speaking to you, the unconscious mind. Tell me what's better. Right? I won't tell you which, or you might know now. I'm going to mute both of them. Which one sounds better? Oh. Oh, I can have both of them on. So there's both at the same time. Which one's this one? Which one's this one? Which one's this one? And which one's this one? I think you could probably guess. Okay, let's get into the episode and then we'll go ahead and see where Amazon is, and we might do it on the fly. We could do all the tech on the fly if it's gets here in time. That bit might be fun or boring, depending. Uh-oh. I'll wait. We'll wait. We'll wait before we start. What can we do before we start? What can we do before we start? No, we don't want to shut down.
Perfect.
This one here is still my favorite, and it always will be. Even if someone's... Not this one. It's going to be this one. Forever. And ever. And ever. But in the meantime, we can have fun with this one. Oh my goodness, we're going to have to wait longer now. We gotta go. Or should we answer it after? I'm excited though to be able to get the recording of this because I can hear it in my ears, but I don't quite know what it sounds like. Oh no, I can't do this. I can't do it, I've disappeared. No call to action for this episode. But if you haven't got the app, go ahead and get the app at freehypnosis.app. Usually I'm there, but I've been lost in the void. Yeah, we can do that after. I don't know, to be honest. This is when I'm closer. Speaking to you, the unconscious mind. It is time to go into the twilight zone. Oh my goodness, I almost banned you there by accident. Linda, I pressed the wrong button. Thankfully I didn't. You're here still. You're all good. Okay, let's get to it. Thank you very much. Exactly, that means we can get inside your mind on this one when it works. So go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Speaking to you. I don't think 2 is good. But speaking to you, that's where it's going to be at. And I like doing that these days as well. Look at that. Look at that. It's like pushing the drink down the bar. Okay, let's have this actual episode go. We're late. Tech's gone wrong. Cable's broken. New wires plugged into different areas, different mics. Let's see what we can do on this episode. Guess what, by the way? It's going to only be episode 1160. I'll tell you which ones I've recorded as well after we've done this. So let's just do an abrupt stop, just like that, and then get into today's episode. Ready, steady. Let's get everything going. This might be a short one, who knows? Welcome back to the podcast. My name is Joseph Clough, and this is episode 1160. And today we're doing a power talk. Now, in this power talk, we are going to be discussing an analogy, a metaphor, something that you can begin to learn from and adapt into your life. You see, as I was going for a hike just this weekend, I was thinking about how we can understand transactions when it comes to the transformation of your life. And I want to give you the analogy like this. When it comes to your personal cash flow, you may have deposits into your bank account and you have withdrawals from your bank account, right? We get paid, that's the deposit if we've got a job or if we get a gift. And then we've got the withdrawals, which would be obviously for things like bills, for spending money, mortgages or rent or whatever it may be. Now, if you were just to keep on withdrawing from your bank account, what will begin to happen? Especially if you're not replenishing it, in other words, when you're not depositing. Well, very, very quickly, you're going to start to get fees, right? If the amount that you're going to have is going to get less and less and less and less, and then you're going to get into a negative, and that means you're then going to get the fees when it comes to your bank account. Now, you might go, well, I'm going to use my credit card. I'm going to get more money from that. But of course, if we just don't pay that off, we're going to get more and more in debt. And especially like in today's day, we've got lots of expenses, prices are going up, and all those kind of things. But if we then change it round from the abundance of depositing, if you keep on depositing into your bank account, what's going to happen? If you have a balance, a harmony between what you deposit and what you withdraw, and you're actually going to start to build and grow, you're then going to not only build up that equity in the bank account, but if you put it into like a high yield savings account, you're actually going to get, hopefully, at least in alignment with inflation, you're going to get interest. And if you're even better than that, you move some of that into stock. Hopefully you kind of match the usual returns of about 10% or something like that, which is above the inflation. You'll actually be getting all the great money. You'll be able to hopefully one day live off the interest of the money that you've been depositing. Now, of course, this is not a podcast about money, investing, debt, credit, or anything like that. So why is this important? Well, think of this now when it comes to your own life, your own personal development. If you could imagine your mind as being the bank, are we depositing good thoughts, good time in our development? Are we being conscious of where our balance is, where our harmony is? Or are we actually withdrawing from the unconscious mind through negative thoughts, negative ideas, limiting beliefs, or even doing behaviors which are sedating us, like spending on the credit card, so just hopefully to make us feel good? We might have been spending on alcohol or gifts on Amazon. Maybe they don't get there on time, but you're like, oh my goodness, I really needed that one thing, just to make you feel better, right? That is how we can treat the relationship between your conscious and unconscious mind, from the results you're getting, from the results you're not getting. So if you were to start to nurture your unconscious mind, if you were to actually spend time and putting interest into it, it will give it back to you. You've got to meet the unconscious mind. You've got to connect with it. We don't want to berate it. We don't want to be negative. We don't want to take from it and withdraw from it, or actually just kind of sedate ourselves from our issues. We actually want to go, wow, this account of mine, my brain, my unconscious mind, is something that I can use for good. Is something that I can put interest into. I can start to go, I'm going to start to make the right transactions which are going to allow my happiness to grow, my stock to grow when it comes to your values and your value. So the values are the things which are important to us, and our own value is going to be around our identity. So the difference between I am enough to the difference of I am not enough. So if you change your relationship with your unconscious mind and start to invest, and it doesn't have to be monetary investment, but investment into who you are as a person, even in time. For example, rather spending time on Netflix, before you even do that, you look after your own account and go, I'm going to maybe write down a gratitude list for what I have, for what I am, and for what is coming my way. And that means our unconscious mind can grow and flourish in the right direction. You are the decider of this bank account. And we're not talking about money. We're talking about the time you put into your own development. Yes, you can increase the speed of success by hiring people to support you, like a coach, a practitioner, working with me in my program. Of course. That's like anything. If you want to get better at anything, you want to learn from a specialist rather figuring it out by yourself. That's what I try to do. I want to be able to work with the best people who can support me in my mission to help more people in this world. But it doesn't have to be about that. It's about the investment of time. And we all have the exact same amount of units every day. If you think about the 24 units, say in a day, 1 hour is a unit. Well, you're going to begin to spend some of those units being asleep. You're going to spend some of those units being at work. You're going to spend some of those units of eating, lunch and all those things, spending time with a partner, with a family friend, or family or friend, or fill in the blank, going on a beautiful walk with our pets. Now, you have remaining units of time that you get to choose to invest in. Now, are you going to decide that actually I'm going to do behaviors which is withdrawing from my happiness, which is actually going to come at a cost, a fee? But if I keep on taking and taking, withdrawing and withdrawing from that by sedating myself, spending things on which I shouldn't be spending on, spending my time around people who takes my energy or brings my value down? Or am I going to go, do you know what? I'm going to wake up. I'm going to be conscious of this transaction that I have with my unconscious mind. I'm going to protect my bank account of the mind by actually positioning myself away from people who try to take and withdraw from my energy or my self-value. And actually, I'm going to put myself around people who are going to grow my self-value. They're going to invest in a positive way by lifting me up. And of course, you'll be doing the exact same thing for them. Instead of investing in withdrawing your time in behaviors which are not really helpful or healthy, and just sedating and escaping. And it could be to the point of sedation where you're not even checking your bank account when it comes to your emotional well-being. So you're just dissociating from it. You're doing behaviors which are just trying to get you to not look at your own self-value and interest of your own mind's account. All of those things are just going to be taken away, and then you're going to get that big bill at the end of it, that big fee. And that means, if you've ever been in debt, and I know I have, it makes you feel bad. There's a scarcity mindset, and it can be very hard. Now, of course, you can get out of debt physically. You can get out of this debt mentality-wise by paying attention to this account. And here's a couple of questions you can ask yourself. If you were to have this analogy and metaphor of the brain, the conscious, your heart, your unconscious, maybe a connection to something greater than yourself, if you were to see it as a sum, and then you were to think about the depositing and the withdrawal. In your life today, make a note of what is withdrawing from this beautiful connection of your unconscious mind. Is it certain people? Become conscious of that. Is it certain behaviors, something about you? Is it certain emotions like anger, sadness, fear, guilt, hurt, frustration, shame? Is it certain thought? Okay, am I back? Am I back? Am I back? Yes. I'm going to say refresh. One second. We'll resume in a minute. Tech, right? I don't know what's happened today. But nothing stops us. Refresh your browsers. And we'll start again. Remind me where I was. I was talking for a few minutes there. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and begin. Where was I? I'm just going to start at the point of... Okay, so now if you think about all the withdrawals, you make a list of like the people, the thoughts, the feelings, the behaviors, the identity. Now think about the deposits. What are you presently doing which is good when it comes to depositing into your happiness, into your value, to grow your bank account, to get interest from it, to get the dividends from it, to be able to elevate the stock of who you are as a person? And these are the things that you're presently doing. Now, it could be the people in your life. It could be those who are really encouraging you to increase your self-value. It could be maybe this episode. You write that down. Oh my goodness, I'm thankful for this episode. I'm thankful for the time that I'm putting into this. It could be maybe your pet. It could be nature. It could be your surroundings. And this allows us to get into the gratitude. So think about the external things and also the people within your life. And then think about the behaviors. Consider your own qualities. Consider the nice thoughts that you have. And then you go, well, what else can I do to add extra deposits? Is it that I'm going to do a daily gratitude list? Is it I'm going to figure out the 100 reasons as to why I must change? Is it reaching out to a practitioner, a coach, or applying for my program, or whatever it may be? Think about the things that you can add to this account to add value, to add the interest. Of course, this is all metaphorical, but I want to paint a metaphor in your mind to be able to go, oh, well, this now makes sense. And once you become conscious of all the withdrawals and conscious of all the deposits that you're putting in, you get to choose. You get to choose to put your attention on this and to allow it to flourish. And you might even go, well, if I think about this over a 3-month plan, if I've transformed in 6 months, for a whole 6 months. If I think about, okay, I've transformed now for a whole year. Actually, now it's been 2 years. Now it's been 5 years. Think about all the experiences, all the things that you've gone through, all the new exciting opportunities, and notice the value of this bank account. Now put a dollar or a pound sign to it as well for a moment, just to install the analogy into your unconscious mind. But whereas previously we may have been just like on the edge, maybe might be getting those fees or the credit card debt, but now notice how much more you are adding to the self-value of who you are. And now you're just living off the interest of your transformation. To me, I think that could be a powerful thought to consider. Maybe think about it in the morning. Maybe you go, maybe I'm not going to look at my phone in the morning. In fact, I'm going to start to pay attention to what I want for my day. Maybe I'm going to spend 5 minutes speaking to my unconscious mind, this bank account and this analogy, and nurture it. Send love to your unconscious. Say nice things to your unconscious mind. Have gratitude. And it's going to start to change your relationship. And therefore, you're going to start to change your results in every single way. So I hope you got a good idea. Once again, the action steps are to be conscious of all the debts, all the fees, and all the withdrawals, and then come up with all the deposits of what you're presently having, which will give you a state of gratitude. But then think of other behaviors, thoughts, and ideas, or people you can bring into your account, the advisors of the account, you could say. And then on top of that, anything else that moves your account and grow that interest. And then imagine what it's going to be when it comes to the size of this account of yours, the size of your self-value, that will allow you to make the most beautiful experience for the rest of your life. I think it'll be a decision you will never regret once, but the decision that you will regret is either keep on taking, withdrawing, or just not looking, because that is just going to allow the debt to increase. And we don't want that. We want to be able to have a fulfilling, we want to be able to have a beautiful, an amazing, an abundant life that allows you to be free. So set yourself free by paying attention and do what has to be done. So I hope you enjoy this episode. And of course, if you want to apply to work with me, you can go to josephclough.info/talk. You could get to apply to the program. We'll have a quick chat to figure out where you are, where you want to be, what's getting in your way. And if I can solve it, I'll let you know. And yes, there's an investment. It's not for tire kickers. It's not for people who are not willing to invest in themselves. There's a fully customized experience where I create you custom hypnosis sessions. We have this protocol that we go through. I plug you into the right community, which will nurture you. And also on top of that, these magical processes that you will transform the biggest identity conflicts we have, the root of all your issues, in the most undeniable way in a matter of weeks, ultimately. Okay, so go to josephclough.info/talk if that will be of interest to you, and then we can go ahead and make that change. But whatever happens, become conscious of the account of who you are, the value of your account, because life can be beautiful. Just like you can be able to have that life of freedom. So with that, I look forward to speaking to you on a future episode. Many thanks and goodbye. There we go. We did it, even with tech issues. What's the matter with all the tech at the moment? What's all that about? What's all that about? Let's change the music while we're here as well. Living off the interest of your transformation, absolutely. Yes, become conscious. Oh, I never knew that. I was actually going to ask the question what Labor Day is about. And thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I've had enough of them to think that I try to do things. But there we go. Took me out of flow for a few seconds because I had to reconnect to the stream and remember where I was. And look at that, Linda. You are the example, Linda, of what can be done. So thank you ever so much for your kind words. And thank you, Kim, as well, for your kind words as well. I like the power talks. We do them, I'm trying to do 2 for every 2 hypnosis sessions to slide in a power talk ultimately. And it makes kind of good because it's technically 4 sessions or 5 if you're a subscriber to the app, because we do like 1 subject, hypnotic meditation day, bonus sleep. And then the next episode will be a meditation day, bonus sleep, and then a power talk and repeat the process. So I've got an itchy head now. Thank you. Yeah, it came to me when I was on a hike this weekend. I like the analogy. And I'm hoping the metaphor will sink in. Do you remember when my monitors went down and I had to do it all blind? I'm just trying to think. I can't... I think we're good. But yeah, testing out the new mic as well. So this is the new mic, 1, 2, 3. This is the OG, which will never leave, but is now the hypnosis mic. The hypnosis mic. Yeah, that was fun. Because that was before the stream happened. Maybe. I know I've got tan lines, that's for sure, which is annoying. Let's go back to the new mic. There we go. So Amazon, where are you of my package? It was delivered. Should we do this live? why in the chat if you want me to do this live. It might close down the stream. It probably wouldn't. We've got one. If Kim says yes, we should do it, but I want a few more people. Let me know if we should do this all live. Since we've had
some tech issues. Okay, unboxing, yeah. Yay. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, go for it. I don't know why
I'm doing a high-pitched voice while I've got that effect on.
because I don't need to.
Okay, so bear with me. Keep the chat going. I'm going to get it. I'm going to mute myself. Okay. Oh, I need to plug myself back in. One memento. Oh, gotta plug myself in. Okay. So where are we on the chat? Okay, I'll get to you in a second, Mary. It is here. I'm going to mute this because I don't think it's going to sound good. No, it's all damaged. What the goodness? Look, they damaged it. So let's see if we can do this. Is that like ASMR? Okay. Right. Temporarily, the screen is going to go blank because I've got to unplug this camera. That's awesome. Great to have you back. Yeah, not cool, right? Like damaging that. Yeah, don't worry anyone, I'm not going to become a ASMR person. Okay, so I'll keep the mic on, but I've got to figure out how this will go. So hang tight. I'm hoping this works. Okay, are we still here? Okay. 1 second. Oh, 1 second. We're still doing stuff. Oh, hit the mic. Don't do that. Turn on the other camera. Okay, the other camera's not working now. Oh. Okay. We're back on camera 2. Oh, I know, because I got to do this. I think in my head it was about 30 something. Do you want to get that in the way? There we go. Nope, that's a bit too... Almost. Okay. Camera 2 is good. Should we test? Finally, camera 1. Please, fingers crossed. We did it. We did it. The positioning's a bit wrong. Whew, I can't believe we did this all live. Right, remember it was 0. But I'm going to zoom in there. Oh, look at that. I'm growing. Camera 2. Camera 1. We'll zoom out a little bit. I'll fix that post-stream because at the moment I got this mic mounted and we could have some issues there for sure. So alright, let's get back to your comments. But we did it. We did it. I've never actually got anything from is it Temu? Temu? I don't know how it's pronounced. Well, I had to buy other things to make it get here on time before 3 p.m. So not only did they ruin this, look at that, but I had to order things I didn't even need. Yes, so that's just the extra stuff in there. So yeah, this lens thing, cable, it's a 4K one, and it's allows it to be pretty good. But yeah, we did it. We did it. Nothing's gonna stop us. I'm pleased about that. I can't believe we're doing this all on the fly. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'll be an ad for them. Look at that. That's what I got. I don't do caffeine. Sorry, I don't do tea or coffee, but I do like a bit of a buzz. Sponsor me. Has amino acids. So I got a few of those, which will last me. That was the only other thing I could think, or which said that it would be delivered today. Yes. Oh, welcome for subscribing. I don't know if you're here in another stream of mine or another video, but we just fixed cameras, got cables delivered while live. Yeah, I'm a little buzzed. Not really. I don't notice it. As in, I don't get jitters or anything like that. So... I've seen you got all the... Well, that's pretty awesome. Dude, or let's try that. Not the whole reading it, but... Does this finally work? There we go. I'm liking it. Welcome to the Twilight Zone. The Outer Limits, sorry. What's the Twilight Zone one then? Yeah, I've never had coffee in my life. I've never had tea in my life. But I have had energy drinks before to give me a buzz. But obviously with all the sugar and all the other stuff, I wouldn't want that. But this is pretty... So it has like vitamin C, vitamin B6, vitamin B12. Has like I said, amino acid blend. It's good for weight management. And it has Innova tea, natural caffeine from some certain tea, and also organic matcha and a leaf of some other caffeine. Tech support, yeah. I'm not sure I could do that, to be honest. I mean, taking flights, I'm not sure I could do that. That's a long flight for tech support. Ah, okay. And I have enough to try to fix all this as well. That's funny. Has anyone had a carver before? Probably. I'm just gonna go, yeah, probably. Yeah, this is like a pre-workout, but I sip it throughout the day. We made it to the hour. We had issues with cameras down, but we're back. We've played around with a new mic, so we can do hypnosis on this one next Monday. Oh, that's what I meant actually. What did I say? Carver. Cava? That's the funny stuff, right? I've had that before. I thought it was like made of mushrooms anyway. That's why I thought of it. But it gives you like a buzz, depending which one you get. There's over in California, they've got these cava bars, so like no alcohol or anything like that. But thing is though, it's got a funny texture and it's like drinking mud. But I don't quite know what's in it. Let's go back to the new mic. There we go. Back to the new mic. I like this mic. I think we'll keep it. I think we'll keep it. Oh, you remember the question? I tried a hype option. I actually saw that question, Mina, and I didn't reply. To be honest, because I had no idea what it was. I haven't had time to reply, but I've never even heard of that before on YouTube. So I wouldn't even know if it's helpful. I'm sure it would be helpful, but I don't know. I'd have to research what that is. It's got like a muddy texture, and it can be kind of tingly as well. Like your mouth kind of tingles a little bit. I don't know. I don't know what... I've never heard of the hype option. Maybe it's on, like Mina said, on the on other videos. Maybe it's just a new feature they're doing. Because I know like on Twitch they had like hype trains for people like subscribing, I think. I'll keep that. But we're good. We got 2 mics. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this mic. Okay, my friends, thank you for bearing with me in the delay. I've got wires all over the place I need to move. Because I've got them in front of my... You can't see it, but you can a little bit. That's in front of my screen. I need to tie that at the back. Oh, interesting. Maybe. Like getting extra points. You're very welcome, Kim. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. But a save option. I'd have to look into it. At the moment, I've got to fix all this carnage around me when it comes to wires and mics and all sorts. Nice, yeah. Yeah, we'll figure out what it's all that about. But yeah, thank you once again for bearing with me in the beginning, and also allowing me to test the new mic. I think it'll be fun. Oh, that's awesome. Congratulations. Let's see if this works. Congratulations. Yes, I was kind of, I have to say, low-key a bit proud of myself there. Because it could have gone horribly wrong. But it didn't. And that was good. Yeah, congratulations in the chat. That is awesome. Okay. It's kind of cool having my hands free now. Or not hitting the mic. Ah, that's a good point. Usually I hit the mic because I'm excited. But now I don't have to hit anything. I can just get that out of view and we're good. I wouldn't do that. I thought I'm going to either do this blind, or I was thinking I was going to have to just do it speaking into this camera, but then on the count, just before I was going to put the countdown button on, I thought, what if I just take this cable for this camera and plug it into this camera, and it worked. But then I realized it had its own issues. So I'm not sure, because so in speaking, this creates a protection, like metaphorically. You know, when people stand behind the, like when they do a talk, they're behind whatever you call this, whatever the stand thing is. You know, the big long table. What's that called? But it creates separation between the person and the audience. When people have mics, that creates one. When you have the headset, when I do my talks, you don't have that. So a lot of people find that having something like this in front of you, a podium, that's it. That's it, a podium. Thank you. If you have a podium in front of you, it creates a separation and a protection barrier. So I guess this mic does that, but let alone having done this for so long with the mic, I'm sure it made it to be a little bit different. So I'll probably get a bit of time to get used to. Yeah, no holiday for me. I'm putting all the hypnosis sessions on the app. But yeah, dedication, gaining that interest. Yes, I know because you got all your flying in the air at usual times of when I'm going live. But yes, I plan to do, if we're interested again, like a Christmas quiz or something similar to that. Maybe keep it interesting. And yeah, so I don't think I'm going home, my second home, this year. Usually I go home to England twice, my birthday and Christmas, or Christmas time. But I'm not sure I'm going this Christmas. No, I don't think so. Technically, I was here for Christmas last year because I went in like November because I forgot to book my tickets and they're going to charge me for like $3,000 just to go home around the Christmas time. I was like, I'll just go in November. But this year will be the first year I've not gone home for Christmas time for like 4 or 5 years minimum. But I used to go every other year. Well, thankfully, I don't think I'll be going back this year. So we will be back on extra streams at Christmas time. Okay, my friends, we are over time. I guess we started late, but thank you for your kind words. Congratulations, Kim, once again on the second powerful job. And thank you for your kind comments, and thank you for staying with me while we switched over camera cables and unboxing broken, damaged boxes. Thankfully, the wire's pretty good, so we're all good there. And for testing out the new mic. Right there. You're so welcome. Have a great rest of your week, and I'll speak to you all next Monday. I wonder what else we can do. How much fun we can have. Oh, let's do this one real quick. I think only 1 or 2 people did, because I think it might have taken to the stream. So I don't think I think we'd need more people to comment straight after the stream ends, which you might have to refresh for stream. Yeah. Have a good one. Have a great one, everyone. And a good, wonderful rest of your days, evenings, and so on. Many thanks, and oh yeah, so when the stream ends, to leave a comment, not in the chat, but in like underneath this video. Take a moment to do that though, because it'll have to quickly process. So you might just have to refresh the screen or something like that. We'll have a test. Yeah, that'll be my new thing. Just let's do some hypnosis now. That was pretty smooth. I just can't do it too hard because my monitor's right there and I don't want to smash screen. Anyway, have a good one. And I'll speak to you all next week. And that's all good, Mina. I should have explained Clara. Speak to you all soon. Many thanks and goodbye.